Hello everyone, my name is Zen, and welcome to MineMogul. Today, we are furthering our adventures in our spaghetti factory monstrosity that we have created here. Of course, I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure you folks may also not know what's going on. Perhaps you do know what's going on. If you do, feel free to inform me of what is happening in this factory. So, what do we have left to do? Well, we are working our way along the quest line, and we are currently a little bit farther ahead in some areas and farther behind in others. So, in order to progress towards MineMogul, which is the end game, we need to do this metal producer achievement. However, I'm a bit of a 100% completionist myself. I really do like getting all of the things, especially when they feel somewhat achievable. So perhaps we will do that first. We will do all the things before metal producer, before we start working on metal producer. So to do that, what must we do? Well, we need to start getting plates, we need rods, and pipes. Now this geode quest, I should Google, because I don't really know how to get celestite geodes. MineMogul. I don't really know how to get them, and it's been a little bit difficult. Okay, harvest mystery geodes from a heavy auto miners at a low drop rate, then break them using cluster. Okay, so we're doing the correct thing. So perhaps we'll just get them naturally, so we shouldn't have to worry about them. That's good news. So, but today, what are we going to work on? Today, we're probably going to work on this pipe quest. Now, we actually already are working on the pipe quest, so we are working our way towards 160 polished steel pipes, which is fantastic. Now, once we unlock this, we can unlock the Master of Pipes quest. The McDonald's machine is beeping. Let's move over here so we can do some strategizing. So, we will get this soon. We are working on this right now, and this is increasing, just not super fast. Excuse me. Afterwards, we will unlock this quest, and we can start working on our Master of Pipes quest. Now, we can do one of two things. We can start with the plates first, and then do the Master of Pipes. Or we can do the Master of Pipes first, and then remove the pipe machines, and just get the plates, which would be pretty easy, because we would just need to have all of the pipes set up, because we're going to need to get all of every single type of pipe. So to get all of every single type of pipe, we need to figure out how to produce all those pipes. Now, we are currently working on this rod quest. Are we working on this rod quest? We are not working on this rod quest, actually. Ooh, hold the phone. The Master of Rods quest, we have not activated. We could do this first. Nah. Okay, we're going to instead do the pipes. The pipes is easy. Pipes is easy. We can always do rods later. So, oh my god, I'm stuck. So, to get that done, we're going to go here. Pipes. And we're going to need to figure out how to get copper pipes, iron pipes, and gold pipes. So, gold pipes are typically the easiest ones to get first. So, we should set up gold pipes. And just well, you know what? No, we shouldn't set up gold pipes, because gold pipes are the easiest to get, so we should set up either copper or iron. We need to set up copper or iron pipes. Now, do we need any more coils? We're working on that. Oh my god, we're working on the metal producer achievement. Where's that? Oh, we are working on this. Iron threaded rods, steel casing, scrap cubes. Okay, I can just grab 2 of these and deposit those right now. I think there's 2 over here. Might as well. Or did we get rid of these? Oh no, we deleted them earlier. Okay, we'll have to get more scrap cubes later when we're making casings. Okay, that's fine. We're all over the place here. So we're just gonna let... This is almost finished. We can work on this later. And we're gonna focus on Master of Wire Coils. Are we working on this? Oh, we're working on this right now. Oh, sheesh. No, so we have to wait for Master of Wire Coils to finish before we can start working on the steel wire pipes. Unless we want to bring more copper over here. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's bring more copper over here. Because currently we don't have enough copper. Clearly, we don't have enough copper. Let's get more copper on this line. That's something we can do while we wait for more things to happen. So, to get more copper on this line, we need to find more copper. And to find more copper, we gotta go over in this area. Because this is where the copper machines are. Now, I see a couple nodes right here. Okay, ooh, quite a few nodes, in fact. Alright, let's see. Okay, what type of machines do we have? We have these. Do we have another type? Do we have the heavy? Do we have the heavy machine? We do have the heavy auto miners. Okay. So this is a heavy auto miner spot. This gives us copper ore clusters and mystery geodes. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, we could probably add that to the mix. And what do we got here? This gives us coal. We can filter for coal. And emerald gems. We can filter for that too. Okay, we could probably put everything here on the on the conveyor belts. We also have something over here. What's this? This is a large one, copper ore cluster. Okay. We'll turn this off too. Okay, well, let's connect all these up. And we'll send this along. What's going on this? What's on this conveyor belt? What goes on here? Oh, nothing currently. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Well, this conveyor belt is, in fact, used to transport items onto a conveyor belt over here. So we can use this. We can use this. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, this gets us onto the clusters, but this is for iron. So we can repurpose this. We only need to... Okay, this is iron. We need to get this onto the coal line. So to do that, we need to get this over there. Let's finish that first so we don't mix these up. Oops, that was a mistake. Okay, let's go a little higher here so we don't have to worry about there being a conflict. We should be able to just cross right here. Perhaps. Maybe we can go under. That would work a little bit better. We'll go under. Okay, here we go. So we're taking this line, and we're going to take it over to our copper line, so we can merge everything from those miners we just placed down onto this line. We're likely going to start overloading that line, however, so things are probably going to get a little hairy. But it's going to be fun, so we're looking forward to it. Okay, now we just gotta squiggle our way over there. We can go the S-curve way. We can still make progress. This is working. Okay, that should get us on the line. And I'm just going to put this here so it catches the ore a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Okay, that'll when it drops on here, it should not have a problem. There we go. Okay, we shouldn't have a problem. Okay. Operative word shouldn't. How many pieces of objects? There's a lot of ore. Okay, I think we should turn off the death pit. The death pit has been going on for far too long, and I'm pretty sure the death pit is causing us issues. So we need to route things from the death pit into a conveyor that will help us out. And we could probably put it on this conveyor. Actually, this might work. Okay, let's see. Where is the death pit? The death pit, the death pit of lag is over here. And we have been firing a bunch of ore into this death pit for a while now. Oh my gosh, it's almost full. Well, it's not full, but there's a lot of stuff down there. Can we? Wow. Oh, that's lag. Okay, that's a lot of lag. Okay. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone. And we need to figure out a solution to this problem. Okay, so firing things into the pit was after all, turns out after all, was in fact a very bad idea. We are currently filtering gold and iron into that pit. So what we can instead do is take that gold and that iron and put it into a respective area that gets us more resources. I believe, actually, that we can make sure that gold goes on this line. It's not a problem, because it just joins gold and gold. So we can just take off the gold routing, and we don't even need to worry about routing gold. We just got to route the gold back on the line. We don't want to polish the gold, but we got to route the gold back on the line. And we can do that pretty easily. So we're going to turn off this cannon. We're sad to say we are disassembling the death pit. I know. We need to get our frames back. And we're going to work our way to the back to the line where we were before. And this should be relatively easy to do. We're just going to go up here. Okay, and then we're going to go this way. And we are back on the line. So the gold will go back here and go down the line with the geodes. this gold is joining up with other gold, which is fine. Okay. And in the meantime, the geode's getting polished, which is fantastic. So that solves that problem. Okay, now for the iron. Now the iron's a little bit trickier. So I believe we should probably clear these items once we finish dealing with the death pit. But I believe we have to send the iron down here to get it onto this line. And on this line is where we will be joining iron and copper, perhaps? So maybe we don't want to get iron on this line. We need to figure out how to get iron off this line, once we join it on this line, onto another line, which we can do pretty easily right here. So, all we need is a sorter. And we have one of those, thankfully. And our sorter should be right about here. We have one sorter left. Okay, fantastic. So, in order to split here, what needs to go in the basket? Well, we need a merger here. Here's a merger. And what needs to go in the basket? Well, we're going to have iron on this line. And we don't want the iron to go this way. But we're also going to have copper on this line. So we want the copper to go this way. So we're going to need to put copper pieces in here. And coal... yeah, we need to put copper pieces in here. And then the rest of the copper pieces will join the copper. So to do that, we need to grab some copper. We're going to grab this little piece of copper over here. And we're going to take this little piece of copper. And we are going to deposit this little piece of copper into the little piece of copper box. Like so. Okay, that solves that problem. So now what do we need to do? Well, we need to get this line connected to our iron and to our copper. But first we're going to do the iron because the iron is closest and almost hooked up. So let's get moving, shall we? We are out of sloped pieces. We are not out of sloped pieces. We have enough sloped pieces. So we need to get the sloped pieces down first before we do this. So we are going to do the old escalator move. We're going to do this, turn it around, and make a little stair set right there, and we can start moving our way over here towards the iron. Now, unfortunately, we have run out of straight pieces, but we have these pieces still, so we can make this work. We're going to go up, and we're going to go down. We're going to go up, and then we're going to go... Oops, I made a mistake over here. I know I put that in the right... I put that in the wrong direction. Oh, that was some lag. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, nope, can't do that. Okay, then we gotta go straight. So right here we have gold, and we could put the iron back on the gold line. We could join the iron and the gold and the copper and the coal and just separate it with a basket. We could just put gold and geodes into one. Oh, that would be bad. Okay, you know what? We're not going to do that. That's just going to get really confusing. We're going to get rid of that light stick, though, and we're going to move the light stick over so we can put the conveyor there. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. And then we're going to put this piece here. And hopefully we have enough straight pieces to keep going. Do we have any straight pieces? Are we nope, those aren't straight. Here we go. Nope, that didn't work. Nope, inventory problems. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we are. We're gonna go like this. And this will make it a little bit easier for us to put another track in here. And since we are out of straight pieces, we are going to just use this fancy piece, which solves that problem. Okay. We're gonna need to move that over as well. Okay, let's we need more straight pieces. Do we have these. We can use these. When in doubt, use those. Okay. That works. It's working. It's working. Okay, so we can bring this line over here, but the problem is that this converges right here, and this is kind of tight. I don't know if this is going to work. We can maybe... Actually, you know what? We might be able to work this work. We might be able to work this work. We just need to go straight here. And then we need to take a turn. Where's our turn piece? Here we go. And then we can just go straight once again. That worked. That worked. Okay, that solved that problem. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Put down the line. Okay, so the iron is going to come over here. In fact, we don't even need to run the iron over here. we could just connect it right here instead. We could just bring it out over here. Yeah, we don't even need to do that. Okay, hold on. Change of plans. We're going to do that instead. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to get rid of this. Wow, that's a lot of iron coming out of there. Okay, we're going to go here and connect it this way. Okay, we're using all these straight pieces over here, getting our iron over there. It's a work in progress, but it's working. Okay. We're almost there. Just need a turn. Here we go. And then, boom. Oops, that was the wrong boom. Boom. Okay, the iron is on the line. So, we have iron on this line. Oop, God, okay. And that should stop the cannons from firing miscellaneous ore into the pit of death. We need to put this back here somewhere. Okay, we're just gonna leave that. We need to clear, we are getting a frame rate drop. We need to clear this ore out of here. So, the iron is now no longer going this way. Right, so this is no longer being used. So we can get rid of this. And we can put this... We're gonna put that on that line. We're just not gonna worry about it. Okay, so we can get rid of this this cannon here. This cannon isn't doing anything anymore. We can get rid of this. Get our cannon back. We're gonna have to say goodbye to the pit of death. It was fun, but this isn't sustainable for my graphics card. Clear all physics objects. Yes, okay. We are back to smooth frames. How nice. Okay. Fantastic. So now, we get back to adding copper to the line. So we have the line over here. Now, I would like to brighten this place up here. And to brighten this place up, we need to find a place to put this. We'll put it there. That makes it a little bit better. Okay. Now we're going to get up here. We're going to up top here. So up here, this is where the iron should arrive. Is the iron arriving? Or is it getting stuck? Is the iron getting stuck? Where is the iron? Here's the iron. What's happening to the iron? I thought it would have... Oh, we cleared all physics objects. That's right. Okay. We reset the whole world. That includes everything on the belt. Everything on all of the belts. Okay. Here comes the iron. Okay, the iron is functioning. It should be no problems. No problems. Let's find our way down the line and let's add some light. And there was light. There we go. Okay, we've added some light. So, the iron comes down here. The iron goes on this line and ends up at this basket. At this basket, the iron will decide to take a detour. It'll either decide to go straight or right. And I believe that this iron decides to go straight because we have the copper going right. Okay, great. So now, all we need to do is add copper to this line. And when we add the copper will get filtered at that filter and we'll be fine. However, we also need to add a cluster buster to this line because we have some clusters that need to be busted. So we need to go back and get cluster busters and straight pieces. So we have enough straight pieces and cluster busters so that we can make this work. And boy, is this line ever going to get convoluted with a lot of things for this poor little filter. You're going to see a lot of action soon. Okay. To the computer. Alright. So, we need straight conveyors. We need a lot of straight conveyors. We're going to need... Oops. We're going to buy 200 straight conveyors. $16,000. That's crazy. Okay, we're going to buy 200 straight pieces. Or slopes. And then 200 corners. $40,000. God. Okay. Purchase. There we go. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Onwards through the mine shaft. Oh, we forgot the cluster busters. God dang it. One of those days. You know, today I was going to record earlier. Usually I record earlier. Today I got caught up. What happened today? I had to work up with some things with administrative work for the YouTube channel this morning. And in so doing, that caused some hiccups with recording process, because usually I record in the mornings with the Long Dark series. And I have lately been prioritizing the Long Dark series because it's been running on the channel for a while, and there's a growing community that shows up every day for those videos. And I know there's a community for these videos as well. I have a couple times debated stopping the MineMogul series because it didn't seem like anyone was watching, but it turns out that people show up usually a day after the video's been posted, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, people are watching, so I don't want to just let them down and discontinue the series. Okay, this is working. So, I plan to continue the MineMogul series. I would like to finish it. I like finishing Let's Play series. I don't always get to do it, but I like being able to finish them. I want to finish this one. And we're pretty close. Look at that. We don't have much left to do. Almost there. Okay, so we're going to need cluster busters. And I think the best choice of action here would be to hook up these two first and then bust the clusters. Alternatively, we could add everything to this line. This is going to be a lot of ore, though. It's going to be a lot of ore. But you know what we could do? We could bust the clusters down here. And where does this go? We have the cluster buster farther along the line because it hooks up the copper ore right here. Maybe we should cluster buster earlier. That might be a plan. We can re-optimize the strategy here. I think we could do that. We could bring everything down here, then we don't need to filter it twice. Even though we have that extra line. So what do we have in here? We have coal, copper geodes, mystery geodes. Okay, well, there is no perfect answer. Let's just hook it up and make it work. Alright, let's get to work. How are we gonna do this? I have no idea. I have no plan right now. That's usually how I've been proceeding through this entire series, without a plan and just trying to figure it out as we go. That's why it's all spaghetti. Okay. We're going to need a merger here. Okay, this is a merger piece. There we go, we've merged. The mergery has happened. Okay, now we're going to need to merger from here, but for this, we also need some way of making those bust the clusters. So I think what we'll do is we'll take this over here and we'll bust the clusters for these two first before we join them in the line, and we can add the cluster buster right here. Oh, wrong direction. Take that, turn it around. Huzzah. Okay, we'll take ourselves down here. We'll join these two lines first. So, we come out of this, like so, into this line. I like the idea of it being straight first, just because I don't want any hiccups. We'll come out straight like this, then we're going to turn, and we're going to go this way. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Then we're going to go straight. And we're going to get towards this large cluster creator, miner. And we need to go down. Go down right here. There we go. Okay. And ooh, this is getting a little bit tight. Okay, we need to back the bus up a bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. This should be manageable. We're going the right direction? Yes, we are. Okay, that's not going to work. And now we go down again. That works. Okay, we're good. And we'll merge. Uh-huh. We are in business. Yay. Alright. So, we go straight, and then we're gonna turn like so again. This is such an unnecessary turn. We didn't need to do that. It adds to the appeal. Okay. We go down here. And this should go right into the cluster buster. It might even bust it before it gets in there. It might even do that. Okay. We could move this farther down. And perhaps we should. Maybe we should. Okay, let's add it a little bit farther down so we don't lose any clusters. Now we'll add the cluster buster. Right here. Okay, those should go into the cluster buster hole. Now this one's interesting because we have all these clusters, and it's kind of getting stuck on this line right here, and we don't really want that to happen. So what we can do instead is we can bring it out and bring it into another cluster buster, and then from that cluster buster, which could be right here, where we merge the two pieces, like so. From here we can take it up a notch, literally, and go this way. And then you can drop this on the line. There we go. Now it's dropped on the line. Fantastic. Okay. That gets clustered, busted, and then this will get cluster busted. If we can just lay this out in the correct spot. There we go. Okay. And so we're going to take this and we're going to go immediately this way, and then up. And then straight. That seems to work. That should bust a cluster. Then the cluster is busted. And the copper goes up. Fantastic. Okay. That's a job well done right there. Now, all we need to do is turn these on. Turn that on. And turn this on. And those should work. And in the meantime, we can hook up this. So this isn't so much of a problem. We just need to go down and connect it to the other line. And to do that, we need to go this way. Having this ramp here actually might be useful for getting back up later. Okay. Now we've fallen. Let's see if we can get over there. Okay. We can probably just join right there. We can do this the squiggly line thing. This seems to always work. Can we even get over there? I think we had to go all the way back around. Okay, that was a mistake. Maybe this was a bad idea after all. It's a little dark in here, I know. I don't have a source of light yet, so we'll light this place up. We'll get more torches and light this place up for you guys. Okay, and here we can merger. We can merger right here. There we go. Merger acquired. Look at that. Now we're thinking. Cluster busters. Now all we need to do is turn these on, and we are in business. Turn on. Turn on. Just those two? I think it was just those two. Yep, okay. We're good. We're good. It's on. Busters are getting busted. Put this on the line. Look at that. It's working. It's working wonderfully. Okay, now we can get rid of these supports. We can walk down underneath here. We're gonna put these on the line. I can pick this one up. Might not be able to. I'm gonna drill that one. Okay, put that on the line. There we go. Okay, problem solved. Look at all this copper we're getting. This is crazy. Okay, we are now thinking with cluster busters. So by the time this copper all joins the other copper and the coal, we're going to have a lot of ore on this line. And that poor little sorter is going to be doing a lot of work. We're going to find out shortly here how that sorter is going to perform. Go check it out. So far, it seems like it'll be doing alright. And if there's any extra clusters, they get busted right there. Actually, it seems to be doing fine. We're doing A-okay. Now, the only problem is geodes. Where do we send the geodes? Because if we do get geodes on this line, that's an issue. And they should probably go on the copper line, if I'm not mistaken. So, they'll go onto the shaker table. If they go onto the shaker table, I believe we have something set up for geodes. We send the copper away, and then, yes, the diamonds will go right there, and the geodes will go this way, and they will get sorted. Our machine has already been pre-thought. They come down here, back down here, into the polisher, where that diamond's getting polished. From there, into the deposit box. I cannot move around in here. It is so tight. I need to get rid of these supports. I can't even move. Okay, the deposit box is over here. Okay, I'm going to take those supports away. Fantastic. Okay, it works. It works. We're doing good. Oh, and look at that. We got a Celestite geode. We did get one after all. We just had to be patient and wait. We're doing good. Okay, we're going to buy more lights, though. We need more lights. Building. Lights. Lamppoles. We're going to buy 100 lamppoles. Yes. I don't think we're going to use 100 lamppoles, but now we have 100 lamppoles. We can light the place up. We can bring light to the mine. We have plenty of lamppoles now. Okay. Let's put one here. We'll get started. And we can put one in here too. This would be actually kind of useful right there. Okay. This is the place where we need the lamppoles. We are lighting this place up. It's getting lit in here. Okay. I'm just putting them out. I'm just putting them down at random at this point. I don't even care. Okay, here we go. This is where we set up our mine with the copper. So many lamppoles. But now you can see. You can see it all. Nothing is out of your vision anymore. Okay, we have lit the place up. Alright. This mine just keeps getting messier and messier, I swear. Okay. We're here. We're over here. We get over here. We'll light a bit more up at the mine. Add one there. Decoration. That one's there for utility. That one's decoration. Utility. Decoration. Utility. Double decoration. Utility, decoration, utility, decoration. Okay. Voila. It's lit. Okay, we've still got more room to add more light. Okay, we'll just go around the edge of the map and just add light. Screw it. I don't care if they're floating. I don't even care anymore. It works fine. It's fine. No one will notice. Okay. We're lit. That looks horrendous. But you can see now, right? That's what's the most important part. Okay, we'll put that one there. And we'll put one there. Okay. I think we're in business. We can see in the mine way less dark, which is great. And we can see what's going on. Okay, so the machine seems to be working well. I wouldn't mind busting clusters early here. We don't need to carry them all the way over there, but it's fine. Look at how much ore is on this line. That is a steady stream. That's a really good stream. Okay, well, let's take a look at how is the sorter doing. The sorter is having a problem. Okay, so we need to figure out how to sort this a little earlier. Thankfully, this cluster buster is not necessary so early on. We could probably put the cluster buster a little earlier, but I don't even think we need it because these aren't heavy miners, and we're not putting any clusters on this path anymore because we are busting them up earlier. So what we can do is we can get rid of that cluster buster, this one right here, and we can start filtering a little earlier. And hopefully we can split these up right away. We need a splitter. Oh god, we need a splitter. Do we have a splitter? I thought we bought one a while ago. I'm pretty sure we have a splitter here. Yes, we do. Okay, we have a splitter. Everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. I hope so. I hope everything's going to be okay. We're going to find out if everything's going to be okay, I'll tell you that much. Okay, that's a merger. That's not a splitter. There's so much ore. I can't turn off the ore. This is a problem. Okay, this is an issue. Okay, we're going to need to clear physics objects again. There's not enough room to split in here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to make splitting choices. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Which way goes which? So if I put the coal in here, that goes right. Okay, copper goes this way. Alright, so we need another splitter. Did we pick one up? I believe we did. We just have to not panic. Where is Where's the sorter? Oh, here it is. Okay. We'll take the sorter. And we'll start sorting here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then we're gonna take a merger. There we go. Okay, that'll merge on there. The copper goes one way. So I believe this should work. If I go this way, oops. If I go this way, we're sending less through that. And is that an input? No, that's not an input. This is input though. Okay, and then we can merge here. We can merge there. Okay, great. We can merge there, and we can take stuff right there. We can take in things there. So now we just need to figure out what goes where, and I think we need to put the coal in here. This is what happens when we put the coal in there. Did we do that wrong? Oops. Okay, this is getting confusing. Okay. Take that out. If we put one piece in here, it should go inside. It doesn't even want to go inside. I think it's maybe because there's no path coming out. Okay, let's delete that. Let's try the merger again. Okay, what happens if we do copper? That does not want to work for some reason, and I don't understand why. But we can merger here, then put a straight, then put this guy. I think we just probably faced it the wrong direction. And then we'll put copper here. And I think copper will go at the side, and then coal. Okay, coal goes at the side. So we need to take this out and put coal in. Oh god, no. Oh wait, was iron supposed to go up there? Actually, we need to find out. Does iron go that way? Yeah, iron goes that way. Okay, so we just need to put the coal on the other line. Okay, we can figure this out. We can figure this out. We need to go up. Here we go. Going up. Gonna turn. And we're gonna go up again. Do we have a slope? Do we have a slope? Yes, we do. Okay, we're gonna go up again. Then we're gonna turn. And then we're gonna not put that in the basket. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, very bad. Okay. Do we have a dropper? Do we have a dropper? What we got, yeah, this thing. Top chute. Yeah, we'll use the top chute here. Use the top chute here. Okay, top chute goes there. Let's take that coal out. Put the coal there. Okay, great. That should work. Okay, now, oh my god, that's so much, stuff. Okay. Problems have been acquired. Okay, we need to get rid of this stuff. That's too much. Clear physics objects. Clear all physics objects. Okay, we don't have much time. We gotta get this working. Okay, we need a splitter here. This thing splits. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot of room here, so we need to go down. We need to go down first, and we need a slope. Slope. Okay, we put the slope here. Fantastic. Okay, now we get a little bit further out. And then we're going to split right here. Then we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to go bada boom, bada bing. Okay, now we need to get this up there. And that's kind of problematic. I don't know how to do that yet. Okay, we're going to go this way. Can we merge here? I believe we can. We can merge. That should work. Okay, it splits. It filters. We don't need that. We just need a turn piece. And that should solve all of our problems. Wow, that's really complicated, but... Okay, here comes the ore. Here we go. The testing sequence begins. Hopefully this works. The ore is splitting. We have copper going one way. Oh, I forgot to put the little tiny piece of copper. Right, this needs to go in here too. Okay, there we go. Okay, problem solved. Okay, it's splitting. We're not getting overloaded yet. We're gonna find out when we start receiving high volumes of ore, which will be fairly shortly. once all the ore begins to come down the line. So far, so good. Our machine is working. Look at that. That is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing right there. The splitter is functioning fantastically. And a ruby gemstone. Okay, now to test if this actually works, does the ruby gemstone get where it needs to go? It needs to get onto the coal line. When it goes this way, it gets onto the coal line. Fantastic. Okay. The same thing should happen there too. Wow. I am proud of this contraption. Look at that. That's a high volume of ore and it's handling it perfectly. Well, so far it is. I can just sit here and watch this for a while. It's kind of therapeutic. Okay, it splits. Okay, higher volume. How are we doing here? Still splitting. Seems to be handling it well. No issues thus far. We got a diamond coming down the road here. Tons of copper is on that line. That's crazy. This game is so satisfying. I could stare at this for a while. I know I should probably get going, but I'm just... this is so... I love watching a well-oiled machine. This is so cool. Look how good it looks. I know we're complimenting ourselves, but seriously, look how good it looks. Okay. Now, the grinder could have some issues. Maybe not. Maybe the grinder will be fine. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Seems like the grinder's handling the influx of copper without issue for now. We may need to add another grinder. But for now, it's working. So the copper goes down the line into the blast furnaces. Plural. And the blast furnaces so far are handling it. Though not perfectly. They might get overloaded. They might get overloaded, and if and when they do, that's going to spill over into the copper line, which is going to be bad for us. But until then, it seems like they're okay. This one's just really working hard. Okay, yeah, it's getting there. This is gonna get kind of hairy. Okay. Well, for now, it's fine. Okay, what do we have left to do? So, we have almost finished the polished celestite geode quest. We should get that anytime now. The copper... all we need now is polished gold wire coils, and we are finished the gold wire coils quest. But we'll need more gold to get the gold wire coils, and I don't even know where we're making gold wire coils. Oh, it's on this line. We need more gold to get more gold wire coils. We need more gold to get them faster. So we could increase our gold production, which might not be a bad idea, because we're going to be needing to produce more things anyway. So if we can just get more gold on the gold line, then we've increased gold production, and that's a good thing. So, to increase gold production... oh, we found some spot where we can light this up. We can light this up. I can't believe we're almost out of lampposts. Okay, here we go. Gotta light this up. There we go. Light that up. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There. Yep. There. Yep. There. Yep. There. Yep. Okay. The gold is over here. I remember there being a lot of miners we could use here. Okay, so... ooh, this one's even already plugged in. Okay, so... we could get a lot of gold. Question is, where do we route the gold? Do we have to go up here? I think we have to go up here and then down. And ooh, okay, there's a cluster buster right here. We could just put the gold on this cluster buster right here and we're gonna have tons of gold. Okay. That changes things. I want to put this here just in case for some reason it overloads. But it should be fine. I don't think that'll happen, but just in case. Okay, so now we can drive this backwards. And we can get our gold into this bucket here. If we get our gold into this bucket, we can get rich. That's the plan. Okay. Now we gotta get back up here. How do we get... can we get back up there? Okay, we have to go around the other... we have to go around the hard way. Okay, here we go. Almost there. Okay, so there is one gold miner in here. This produces gold and mystery ores. And thankfully, that area over there actually filters for mystery ores, so we can get mystery ores. Can we get more miners here, though? That is the question, and I believe we have a couple, so let's check out where we can place these. We can get iron ore and gold. I would argue that we should only get pure gold. This one would be a good option. This one with the iron, we could use, but it might just be kind of only coal. I don't know about that. Because we don't filter for those, and then putting them on the line would just be kind of annoying and confusing. Getting down here is kind of the problem, though, and what we could do... This is kind of silly, but we could just send it down here. Forget about it, like, filtering or anything. And we could just merge these. We could just merge these afterwards. I think we could do that, no problem. I'm gonna get rid of that light because it's kind of in the way, and I'm just gonna push this into the wall. There. Okay. So we could do this. Okay. And then idea. Okay, we're gonna turn here. We're gonna merge. Like so. And then we're gonna turn again. And we're going to merge like so. That looks like it's working. Fantastic. Okay, we can just dump gold down here. We don't even need to worry. It should just land on the conveyors. This is ridiculous. You know what? Maybe I'll just dump the iron on there too. Who knows? But for now, we'll just do the gold. And to do that, we just need to get this from there over here. And we will get rid of this. We'll throw that down there because that should solve the problem. Okay, here we go. Can we... That should work. That should work. Okay. Okay, now we just need to get this down there. And to do that, we are going to need some of those pieces, and we're going to need... I think that's it. We're just going to need some of those pieces. You know what? We never use this piece. I really want to use this piece because it seems like the right time to use this piece is to put this piece right here. Like that. Okay, that seems like the appropriate time to actually use that piece for what it's actually meant to be used for, which we seldom ever do. But today is a new day. Okay, we bring this down here. We are down here. Look at that. Okay, we're ready to go. This one was not the ore miner we wanted. We wanted those two. So we're just going to turn down over there and not worry about that miner. We can always add it later. We can always add it later. We need increased production anyway, so this works out. Okay. We're definitely going to be overloading those blast furnaces. I can just tell already we're going to need to add more. And did we need to go down this far? Probably not. We should probably go back up again. Go straight. Here we go. Okay, here we are. Now all we need to do is connect these two, and we are in business. So for this one, we're just going to come out of here, go this way, and slowly make our way over so we can have a merger point. We'll put the merger point right here. There's the merger. Then we're going to come straight out of this one, and then take a turn, and then we merge. Look at that. Let's turn these on. Okay, in the meantime, we can bust this up and throw it on the belts. Some. Just a bit more. For the test. Okay. Now again, we could use this one and that one and get coal as well, but I don't really want to filter for coal because in order to filter for coal, we'd have to do that much farther down the line. It would just kind of get a little messy. We'd have to add a lot more features to this track. And as things stand right now, they're actually in pretty good working order. Is this thing on? Barely. Okay. So, this gold should come down here any second now. Any second now. Any second now. There we go. Look at that. Falls right onto it. Perfect. It's working. Oh, falls into the first track too. We don't need to worry about it. Okay. Didn't even need to worry. I don't really want the iron piece on there. Okay, what? No. Get you out of there. Okay, there we go. This merges. Fantastic. Okay. We are in business. Gold is in production. So now that means we're going to be able to get those polished gold wire coils much faster. Or we should, as long as the blast furnace doesn't get overloaded. Which it very well might. Wow, that's a lot of gold. Why is this? Oh, I see. That would explain why. So let's not do that. Let's... What's going on here? That's coming out there. Oh, that's why. Okay, we need it. Nope, no, 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 no. Okay, I see. I forgot to fix this. Okay, let's get rid of that and then just put this here. Okay. Problem solved. Okay, so that was an issue. Does this go? This goes into the polisher now, though. That's bad. And it goes onto the gold line. Uh-oh. Wait, why? How are we getting... Oh. Ruh-roh. Okay, I have made it. I have made an error. I have made an error. Error has been made. Okay. Bad. Okay. Get off the line. Get off the line. Okay, we have an iron problem. We need to turn that off. So, what are we gonna do with all this iron? Can we send it down to an iron track? The iron track is like farther down the line. I feel like we should just turn off that miner and not worry about it. Because to hook that up is gonna take a while. We'll just leave this iron here. Quite a bit. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it there. Then stuff still gets polished here. That's working. Gold is on the way. We'll have way more gold now than before, which is great news. It looks like gold production has increased significantly. Except for this piece. Excuse me. This piece. There we go. Okay. Okay. Gold wire coils are on the way. Gold wires coils are on the way. Sorry if you heard my alarm there. I shut that off. Okay, so now we've increased production for gold and copper. I feel like we've almost mined almost every node in this game. Not all of them, but a lot of them. All that's left to do now is to complete the other quest items, and oops. I'm not sure. This is working great. I love that. Let's look at the blast furnace, though. Okay, blast furnace is currently undergoing some problems. Same. Okay, that's bad. Okay, so we need another blast furnace. Okay. I can transfer one here. And I coal on that line. Where does that go? This is bad. Okay, bad. I need a third blast furnace. Do we have a blast? We do have the blast furnace. Okay, that's good. So, if I add a blast furnace here, where do I take it? Where do I take it though? I can take it back up. I got an idea. I figured out the solution. We have figured out the solution. Okay, we're gonna take this here. We're gonna replace that with that. We're gonna put this here. Oh, tell me I can place this here. Tell me I can place this here. You've got to be kidding me. Why can I not place that there? Okay, so we need to come up with a different solution. Problem. Okay, if we can somehow get it in there, I think we can figure this out. Can we get out of here, though? That's the question. That is the question. I don't know if we can get out of here. Hold on, what if I push it back farther? What if I put it this way? Wait, this might work. This might work. That doesn't work either. I need another blast furnace. What about right here? What if I get rid of this light? That kind of does not work. Now I just have less light. Okay, we put the light back. We need another blast furnace. somewhere. What about... Ooh, wait. I have an idea. What about right down here? This might work. Let's get rid of these supports. Oh, yeah. Okay. That doesn't seem useful. Okay, if I can just get rid of the support. Okay. This is still not a great idea. Okay. Maybe this will work. Maybe. I can put a blast furnace down here, and I can just face it in this direction. Right? Can I get to that blast furnace from above? Next question. Okay, where did I put it? I put the blast furnace there. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think I can do this. Okay, so if we do go here, and then we go this way, and then we go this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then we go this way. Okay, we got to the blast furnace from the top. The question is, can we get to the blast furnace from the bottom? Okay. Oh boy. Maybe. Okay. Possibly not. But possibly. This is possible. Anything is possible. Okay. What is this doing? What is this supposed to do? I don't think this does anything. Does that do anything? I don't think that does anything. Okay. So, we don't need that. We can get rid of this. Anyway, hold on. We're gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna go straight up from here. I think we can fix this. Oh yeah. Yeah, we can. Okay. Once we're here, we have bars. And since we have bars, all we gotta do is turn it around to get the bars back on the bar area. Wait, we're going the wrong way. You know, we need to go the other way. We need to go up, like so. Straight bars. Okay. Turn. And we need to go up again. Like so, and drop it right on the bar area. I'll just make sure that it for sure drops it on the bar area. Okay, we're good. Okay, now all I need to do is get rid of this, and we need a split here. Where's a splitter? Splitter. Voila! Splitter. Voila! Okay. That creates a new problem. That's okay. I can put some right here on this line. That might work. That also creates a different problem. I don't know if it's still enough blast furnaces, but it might cut down on some of it. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, this sort of helped. This sort of made the problem worse. Okay, I'll just take some of these, and we're gonna just take them to the deposit box. We're just not gonna worry about it. I'll just put it there. They'll go in the deposit box. It might get worked out. It might. Oh god, what is happening right now? Where are these copper pieces going? Where are they going? I need to know. Okay, they're going into the threader. Oh god. Oh, things are getting so messy. Okay, is the blast furnace overloaded still? Not so much. This one might still get overloaded. We might need another blast furnace, but I mean, we're surviving. Sort of. Can I get a question here? Can I, like, get a piece through here? Ooh, I can. Hold on. This is... Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, yes. Okay. I have found a solution to our problem. We're just gonna go straight. Right out of there. Okay, we can get rid of this. And this gives us room for a new blast furnace. Look at that. Okay, Compact Solutions Incorporated. Okay, so all we need now is another splitter. Can we split right here? We can split right here. And we just need another blast furnace, which we have, I believe. Yes, we have another blast furnace. So we're gonna put this blast furnace down here. No, we're gonna... Ooh, can we even put that there? I don't know. Wait, if we can do this, we can't. Well, we gotta put it there. We gotta make it work. Okay. So we gotta get this out of here. We can do that. That should be doable. I believe. Okay, get that out of there. Get this thing going up. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna turn that. Ooh, that's not gonna work. We're gonna go up again. Then we're gonna turn, double turn. Double turn. Okay. And then continue onto the line over here. That should get us our... That should get us get us where we need to go. And to stop this from getting overloaded, what we need to do is do a splitter here. Splitter here? Yeah, splitter here. I don't know. This might be a bad idea. Where's the splitter? This might be a bad spot to put splitter. Maybe it works fine. Oh, maybe it works out fine. Okay, maybe it works out fine. Then we just need to get it from there into here. Here we go. We got it. We got it figured out. We split again. So we split. That's 4 blast furnaces. This one should now send ingots onto that belt. And we're in business for a lot of ingots going down the line. We've increased the means of production. We have seized the means of production. How many? There's 3,400 business objects. We gotta clear them again. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that gets rid of everything on the belt, but man, does that help our frames. Okay, so what have we accomplished? Oh, we got the geode quest. We finished it. Okay, look at that. That's done. Okay. And we got the Master of Pipes quest. Okay, we can activate the Master of Pipes quest. Fantastic. Okay, we haven't finished that one, but we will need to start completing that soon. Well, today we increased the means of production for copper, for gold. We are doing pretty good. The only thing is now what we need to finish is those polished gold wire coils, which may take some time to get done, but that should happen soon enough. This machine is absolutely bonkers though. Like, look at what we've created. Like, this is crazy. Crazy complicated. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is really cool though. I actually really like seeing all the spaghetti come together. Like, it's bananas and doesn't make any sense, but like, man, it's kind of fun. It feels like a real machine when it's spaghetti. I know, like, there's a lot of folks who really like, you know, efficiency and making the factory look very pretty. I love spaghetti. I don't know, to me, playing a spaghetti factory game is a lot more satisfying because some of the problems that you get to solve are a lot more fun in terms of like trying to fit something into like a specific area because you need it there. And then things are getting overloaded and you're trying to figure that out. I know this is not the efficient way to play, but man, I find like when you play factory games for efficiency, I find for me, it actually, like at first it's fun, but eventually it gets to a certain point where the math gets too complicated. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to do so much math. I just want to draw conveyor belts and see ore go into bucket. Call me a simple man, but I enjoy that. I enjoy that more than all of the math. But yeah, spaghetti is still pretty fun. And so is efficiency. Sometimes I'll do efficiency too. Okay, that was a rant. So what do we have left to do? Well, copper pipes pretty much, and that's pretty much it. What's left in the main series quest line? We have, okay, well, everything back here is done, and we have plates and master of plates. So could activate gold, polished gold plates, because we're going to need to do polished gold pipes. We might as well activate that. And get those research tickets. Do we need to research anything? Polished sorters. Sorts items based on if they're polished, unpolished, or dirty. Oh, that's kind of useful. We can get a turbo hardened drill bit. Now, we don't really... We might end up needing those later. That would increase the means of production, which could get kind of crazy. Smart splitter. Robot grabber arm. That's cool. Simple robot arm that grabs one item at a time. Interesting. Splitter chute. Roller elevator. Press F after building to change the height. Neat. Wood walls. And sorter basket. bigger deposit box. Excuse me. Oh, yes. Let's get the bigger deposit box. Does that screw up our... I think we just screwed up our area, though. Oh, wow. No, it's fine. Okay, we have a bigger deposit box now. Look at that. I didn't know you could buy that. Oh, that makes it so much better. Oh, we should have done that so much earlier ago. Or a while ago. Okay. What's the unpackager do? Unpackages items from their boxes. Oh, that's kind of nice. Packager. Packages items into boxes. Packaged items have a 5% sell price bonus. Oh, interesting. Can I just put those at the end of the line and just package everything? Experimental dev test items. The items in this dev test section are still very work in progress and may not work properly yet. Resource scanner. Handheld tool that shows the name of the thing you're looking at. Chest. Chest for storing items inside. Hard hat. The ultimate tool of engineering. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't really feel like we need more research tickets. All we need to do now is our quests. Master of plates. Master of rods. Master of pipes. We're working on the Master of Pipes one right now. Then there's Master of Casings, Jeepers, and Master of Wire Coils, which we have almost finished. We have almost finished the Master of Wire Coils. We'll have that finished very soon. We just need more gold wire coils. The question is, are we getting enough gold? Oh, actually, next question is, how are our gold furnaces doing? Okay, so we're getting these gold bars here. Where's the gold furnace coming from? Oh yeah, well, don't we only have like 2 gold furnaces? Yeah, it's these 2 guys. How are these holding up? So far, it seems like they're doing okay. There's a lot of gold, though. It seems alright. It seems alright. It seems like it's handling it. But maybe we're gonna get a lot more gold. Hard to say. Okay, we'll need gold pipes soon. So once the gold wire coil's finished, we'll switch the wire coiler over to pipes. We might actually want to add more production onto gold because gold is kind of slow, and so is steel. Okay. Oh, so this is producing steel iron wire coils? Oh, we're getting iron here. Wait a minute. But we have gold coming down here. How is the gold doing down here, actually? We have rods coming in. Is this getting jammed? Looks fine for now. Let's see. Oh wait, there's a gem in there. The gem's not supposed to be there. Oh, it is getting jammed. That's not good. Nope. Get back out of here. Put you on there. Put you on there. I think we need a gem sorter. Do we have a sorter? We can put a sorter right here. Conveyors, chutes, machines. Well, we need mining machines. That would be a sorter or conveyor. I think it's a sorter. I think it'd be under machines. It's not. Ah, here. It's in conveyor sorter. That's correct. There we go. This should maybe prevent jamming if I add this here. Maybe. Just might send them down the wrong road, but we need... Okay, where is it? It's, right here. Add this here. Take this gold piece, gold bar, put it in there. If I put the gold bar in, unfortunately it just goes up the side. Yeah. And the gem goes there. Can I put the gem back on this road? Is there something underneath here? Does that take you anywhere? I can't tell. Hold on. Let's get rid of that. Does this go anywhere? No, it does not. Okay, this is a bad place to put the sorter. Can I put the sorter up here? I could, yeah. Maybe. Can I put the sorter on the elevated position? I don't know. We're gonna find out. It says it's a conveyor, so we should be able to. Okay, here. Let's try it. Put the sorter here. Oh yeah, we can put the sorter here. Okay, we'll put the sorter right there. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna turn this like so. Oh man, this is not good. This is not good. Okay. Whenever we start one problem, we always create another. Okay, we need to put it like that. The gold will go this way, and The rest of the things will go there, I guess? Yeah, sure. Okay. No, I need that bar. I need that bar. No, okay. I need that bar. Okay, put one bar in there. Okay, and now, no, God. Okay, I need to get the gold bars over there. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, put that there. Put that there. Gold bars are back in the line. Why is that there? Why is there wire coil on top of that conveyor belt? I am so confused. Oh, that's why. Okay, I can fix that. New problem. New problem. Got you covered. Got you covered. Okay, we're good. The gem just goes straight in there. That's fine. This is so convoluted. Okay. Gold goes in there. Gold goes down the line. Stops getting jammed. Okay, now we just need to move this junk over there. Make sure that the gold goes back inside here. Which it now shall. And we'll get gold wire coils. Okay, great. So let's put gold back on here. One by one. We'll make sure we get more gold. Get out of there. Why is that? No, you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there. No. God. Get out of there. Get. Graham. Oh my gosh, get out. It's not getting out. Get out. Get out. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, maybe it's because it's coming from down there. I'm just going to delete that one, and that should stop that from happening. No, these are... no, that's not what I... No, that's why. Okay. Where are you coming from? You're coming from there. Okay, I need to merge you. I need to merge you right here. And then we need... Where's the merger? Where's the merger? God, where's the merger? Merger. Right there. Okay, here, we'll merge here. Jeepers. Okay, now I gotta get this off the line again. Is this jamming up the machine? Of course it is. Get out of there. Get up. You don't belong in there. Okay, that should solve the problem. Now I'll be able to get gold inside here. We'll just put the gold in. I wish I could just select just gold. That'd be nice. Instead of doing this one by one. That would be a really great feature to have. We need a grabber that selects just the thing you're looking at. And only those items. Like, so when you hover over the gold piece, it only selects gold. If you hover over this thing, it'll only select that piece. Like, pick up by item. Pick up by item feature. Huge. Huge. Okay, we're getting the gold on here so we can get these gold wire coils. I want to finish this quest before we end. I want to finish this quest. Shouldn't be complaints. I don't know why I'm hearing complaints. Okay. One by one, we're getting the gold on there. Okay, this guy can actually go in the deposit box. Same with this. Okay, but we have the gold. The gold wire coils are what's most important here. We almost have all of them. I hope we're not getting overloaded by rods, though. I haven't actually checked. Like, is it making too many rods that the machine can't handle it? No, it's fine. Okay, it's handling it. We're good. You can actually handle a pretty high influx of gold ingots going in. We're doing A-okay. Alright, get in there. Nope. Gosh. This gets so sticky. Stop moving! Stop! Nope! Let go! Nope! Oh my god, why is it stuck? This is the bane of my existence right now. Okay, here we go. Get in there. 2 more. That's done. That's done. Okay. We almost have all of the gold wire coils that we need to finish the Master of Wire Coils quest line. We're almost there. If gravy, just get in the basket. Alright. Right? Nope. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay, that was the last one. Okay, now I can just take this and dump it in here. Oh, my god, thank god. Okay, it's over. It's over. It's over. Okay. We're cooking. We're cooking. Gonna take these and this lamp. Putting that in there. Look at that. Okay. 166. We're doing great on wire coils. They're slowly being made. The wire coils need actually quite a bit of gold to be created. I think that's why we haven't seen so many wire coils. The gold's come down the line. There isn't any problems on the conveyor belt anymore. I'm curious. Wait, we have 2,000 physics objects? Where? Okay, there's a choke problem somewhere. We need to solve it. It looks like we're just actually getting so much copper that, like, even with the splitters, we need another blast furnace. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's this blast furnace doing? What are you blasting? Oh, you're blasting copper. Okay. Can we afford another blast furnace? We have another blast furnace. We have another... I think we have another blast furnace. Yeah, we have another blast furnace. I mean, I could put another blast furnace right here. I mean, that could work. I don't know how we're going to get the ore over there. I'm sure we could figure it out. I'm not sure how we're going to get the ore up, though. I suppose we could just move this back one, but that would also get kind of sketchy. Okay, there's got to be... There's a will, there's a way. Okay, if we get rid of the support, can we go under here? Oh, maybe. Yes, we can. There's a way. There is a way. There is a way. Okay, there's a way. I believe in a way. Get rid of that support. Okay, so all we need to do is get more... We just need to get more copper over there. Where's it getting flooded the most? It's getting flooded the most right here. So we need another splitter right here. And then that splitter has to run into that ore thing over there. So we need to go up from here? No. We need to go... we gotta turn and go up. Like so. And then we gotta turn up here. Nope, wrong way. Nope, 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 nope. We go that way. Then we turn. Like so. And we gotta get it over there, which should be relatively easy to do. We just gotta do that. We're gonna turn this way, go up again, and then we're gonna turn over there, that way, that way, that way. And then we're going to go down. And then we're going to turn. And then turn again. That should fill up that ore right there. That blast furnace. And then to get out of here, this is going to be the fun part. We got to go like this. That might clip and might not work, but it might work. And then we go straight out of here. We turn here, and we come out this way. And we keep going. And then we get out of here by turning. Like so. And we go straight. And then all we gotta do is get this iron, which is being produced here, onto that track over there. Which I think we can do pretty easily if we just start going up. We'll get rid of that lamppost because that's in the way. Okay, we're up. This is what iron ingots. I can get on top of this. Maybe we need to clear the objects once again. Okay, we're gonna turn. We're gonna go that way. This way. Yep, that way. Okay. That way. We need clear physics objects. But I really want that gold, so I don't want to clear physics objects. Okay, we're gonna turn here. This factory is bananas. Okay, and then we're gonna go up. Right there. There we go. Okay. Yep. Up again. Okay, now where is the iron? Okay, the copper. The copper's over there. So we can go this way. We're getting to the copper. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're here. We're here. We're on the copper line. And we just drop that onto the copper. Boom. Done. All we need to do is add the splitter to the spot where we're getting congested, which is right here. So take this out, and we split here, like so. Just take some of that iron and put it right there. Problem solved. Problem solved. That should stop overloading that. We split now. Comes up here, comes over here, and it goes into this blast furnace right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're in business. We are in business. That copper comes down this line, over onto this belt, from that belt onto this belt, and rejoining the rest of its copper friends over here. Which is creating... I don't know what it's creating. Oh, it's creating coils. Okay. Well, it's creating coils. We can just get rods now, actually. We can just use rods. We don't need more copper coils. We have so many copper coils. Okay, can we activate? I think we can activate rods. We should just activate rods now. We're going to activate rods. We're going to activate rods, and we're going to get rid of the copper coils, because we don't need the copper coils anymore. And, the rods... Where's... Oh, God. I'm getting so turned around right now. I think it's this thing. Yeah, we got to get rid of this thing. And we just got to go straight. And... Oh, God. Come on, I just need one more piece right here. There we go. Okay, now we're getting copper rods. We're starting on the Master of Copper Rods quest. These rods go all the way back to the deposit blocks, I believe. I don't know why these are on this line. That doesn't make sense. Wow! What's going on here? What in the world is happening? Dude, I had no idea. What is going... Okay, there's iron coil on this line. What the heck is going on? How do I solve this problem? Okay, this is the problem with spaghetti factories. Okay, that... Oh! Okay, it's falling on... Okay. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. That pronto. Where does this go? This goes nowhere. Why is this jammed up? Okay, send those down there. Okay, so this line does nothing right now. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that line. Okay? Line... No. No. Get out of that line. Stupid copper ore. Okay. So I need to get that down. I need to shoot down here. That's what we need. We need to shoot. Okay, shoot time. Wow, we gotta move this stuff over. Oh, that's so much lag. Holy cow. Okay. This is what happens when you only have one blast furnace. Okay, we need shoots. Shoots are now very important. Buying 100 shoots. Yes, we are. Okay, so if we look at our inventory, where's our inventory? Our shoots should be... Where? Here. Okay. We gotta go back over there and fix that, because that's crazy. This is crazy. We don't want anything falling over here. Okay. I can't even shoot there. That's bad. But I can shoot here. This works, right? Yeah, okay. There. Right? Yeah. That works. And just get rid of those. And it shoots right in. Okay. That solves that problem, sort of. But I don't know if it solved the blast furnace problem, because, oh my god, was that ever getting overloaded. That was crazy. Okay, yeah, it still has a definite problem. Okay, we're just gonna move this out of here again. Put that over there. We gotta check this line here. We gotta inspect this line for contaminants. It looks like right now it's operating without them. Okay, I think we're good. I think it's just iron going to the blast furnace now. Oh my gosh. We've created so many problems for ourselves inside this factory. It's crazy. Okay, we're good. The jewels here, it's fine. They'll just kind of push each other in eventually. Not worried about that. Wow. Okay. We're getting copper rods at a really fast rate, mind you. Really fast rate. We could probably just take out the rods and put in a plate machine right there and start getting plates and pipes down there. Like, where's this plate? Where's this rod machine? I think it's right down here. Yeah, right here. We just replace this for a plate machine and then add the piper, and we're in business. We only need 5 more gold wire coils. We're there. I think they might even be on the belt. That's 1. I want to get you over here. I want to succeed. We need 2 more. We only need 2 more. Come on. Oh, here we go. Let's go. No, take that off. Take that off. Okay, this is a problem. This is such a problem. This is such a problem. Okay. Okay, that's 1. This is 1 right here. We can put this in here. We're so close. We're so close. We just need 1 more. Just put the gold on. The gold wire coil. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We did it. We did it. Okay. We got Master of Wires. Master of Wires quest completed. This factory is absolutely insane. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This has been actually pretty crazy to try to build this thing. It's getting crazier and crazier. I almost kind of want to do this with Satisfactory, actually. I think it'd be kind of fun. I've never actually completed Satisfactory. I know it would be a very long series if we did the spaghetti. So I don't know how well... I don't know if I... Maybe we'll play Satisfactory again one day, but for now, MineMogul's pretty fun. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Zen out.